Yeah, I think they yeah. Yep, we were ready to make you have video, so in that case, you see what I can do with stuff. So, right here, test, test.
Yes.
So, what are you ready? What's your present plan? Yeah. So, what are you ready? I'm just, yeah. There, I'll see. Now, what else? Sure. Yeah. Getting ready, so it's on. Just you guys.
Welcome to Pinnacle Athletic Complex, where tonight's match we have Peak 11-2 hosting Colorado Dragons FC. AFC Colorado Dragons. Both teams tonight need a game and some points. Peak 11 FC 2 dropping points at home against top 97 Stars on a weeknight game. Starting the game off 2-0 and finishing 3-2. As it seemed they just ran out of gas. I am Don Harmon. I'll be covering the play-by-play tonight. I'll be doing my best Ricardo and Kyle impressions throughout the night, so enjoy. We've got Dragons in the green, Peak 11 in the white. It's like Dragons are going to kick this one off. We're underway. It's like Peak are going to sit off the ball to start here a little bit. An early whistle. It's like Merrick Jasinowski took an early foul. He win the ball back here right inside their own half and have a throw. It's like they're going to slow down and let their numbers get forward. And they're going to switch play. Dragons win the ball back here and get it forward early into the path of Christoph Zimmerman, who's able to maintain control and possession and play in Alan Herrera. And it moves through William Lopez. Peak win a throw. John Rampids at right back. Big throw in. Difficult to bring down here. Peak maintain and lose control here. Oh, there's a scramble. One back. Miggy on frame. He missed wide. So an early chance as Miguel Carmelinga pulls his shot wide, looking at that far post. Dragons play out short. Got a peek throw at midfield here. On Torres to put us back in play. Shaquille Dyer on the flanks. Ball's out of bounds. Dragons throw. Let me try that one again here. Jesus Lopez puts us in play. One back here by Miguel Carmelinga. Jordan Villette clears his lines, steps his back line now. As Pico to get set up in the opponent's half. On Torres. They peak slow the pace down here a little bit. Shaquille Dyer to Jack Factel. Dumps it in over the top. And the keeper doesn't come. And it ends up going out for a goal kick. So far, a lot of the game's been contested in that middle third. Nobody really getting control of this game yet. Dragons continue to play short. Nice ball over the top here. He does get onto it as the peak defender, John Rappins, ducks under a header here. They're going to allow him to shoot from there. Puts it right over. Early chance there for Dragons to put one on frame. Well struck ball. Just carried on him slightly. Bet he'd like to have that one back. Peak build short here off the goal kick. Bouncing it around. They're going to switch play. Not a good spot to lose the ball, but they recover well. Slow the tempo back down as they find another space to play forward. And they lose it again right through the middle. And Dragons try to put one through over the top, but it ran long. So grab a number on that player here in a second. I believe he was looking for Merrick Jasanowski over the top there. It looks like we got caught on the ball again. Peak 11 caught on the ball, trying to play through the middle, but extra touches and pressure. And there's another errant pass over the top, not finding its target over there on the right side. And Abdi Said. It's like Peak are getting a little bit of a press in here on Adam Wardell and Deng Duong. Back on the ball here right in front of goal is Miguel Carmelinga, who's got 4 around him. Can't seem to release or settle the ball for anyone. And Peak are going to have to recover here because Dragons have numbers. Well worked. Ball crossed. Open shooter here. Let's see if he can put it on frame. Max Wetzel. Oh, and Peak are going to go on the counter now. As Dante and Guy is going to push the ball forward and misses Miguel. Didn't really give him a good option. Probably had time to carry. Wasn't really getting into his full stride there, it doesn't look like. Jack Factow back on the ball. This is Aiden Mott working through, trying to find Dante. He runs through for the keeper to collect. And Dragons elect to go short again here to build. Sam Hollum just calming things down here a bit for his side. Keeping possession. And the ball pushed just a little long. Jordan Villette here playing pass with Jack Factow. They sprayed out wide to Dante Mengai. Got ourselves a Peak throw in. John Rappins is going to take it short to Coley Freeman. He's going to try to find his partner in midfield here, Jack Factow. They're going to move the ball around a little bit. Juan Torres has some space. Not a whole lot of movement up top currently. It doesn't seem like LaFords know when to pick their time to move to get on the ball. Bit of a dump over here to Aiden Mott. We got another throw. Abdi sides come to this side now to collect the ball. They've got an extra number on this side of the field. If they can use it, they just need to move the ball a little quicker. The tempo's slowed and nobody's really moving. There's penetrating dribble from Juan Torres. Head up from Jack Factow. Let's see if Dante can maintain. He does. He brings in John Rappins. And we've got an errant pass right through the midfield here. Recovered by Jordan Villette. And they regroup. Well recovered. This is a bit of possession spell here for Peak as they look to build something. Got a flank and a really decent ball across. and they can't seem to put it on frame. Well, the ball came into the box. No one met it. It went all the way through for Dante Mangai, and he just could not put it on frame. I think maybe he was looking for a trailer, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Peaker pressing here. Bit of a scramble in front of the box. Dragons found a way out, and they're building now in counter. They do have numbers. And Peaker a bit spread here. Probably should have kept the ball. They look to play in an extra player and see if they had something to build. The game's in the balances now. It's kind of spread out. Not a whole lot to offer between the two forwards. They just can't seem to connect at all right now. Finding an additional pass to feet will be good, just to maintain possession across the front line. I'm going to defend this throw in deep in Dragons' own half. Looks like they did win back a throw here. See if there can be a little bit of quality here in this possession. Cross comes in, gets well defended. Dragons maintain possession as they look to clear, and they get their goal kick. They played short and through the middle, and they turned it over right there in front of goal. If anything comes from this. Oh, didn't know a whole lot about that header. I don't know if it was to put it back across or put it on goal, but it didn't really have an effect where the ball ended up. Both teams really struggling to string together a couple passes here. After watching all the quarterfinals, I imagine we are harsh judgment on the play, but I know these guys are working hard right now to put it together on the field. And Juan Torres loses the ball and comes through the man on the way back. Stops play. And they try to take it quick, but they turn it right back over here. Peak regroup. It's a decent ball into Abdi's side. If he can find someone and maybe finish here. And it's deflected out of bounds for a corner kick. Well defended by the Dragons, who were recovering there. Peak had numbers. They really couldn't find the finish or a clear chance on goal. Peak only have 4 players in the box on this corner. And it looks like Aiden Mott finds the back of the net. The ball off the corner curled in, bending ball that dropped in, and he was able to put his foot on it, and it was well placed. Dragons look to restart here. And the ball came into the back line here. And Lopez plays it first on Rivera, who ends up chasing a bit. Cesar Romero here on the ball. Big ball forward over Aiden Knott's head. It seemed like Caesar wanted to put his foot through the ball and kind of test the waters a little bit there. If it was a little bit more accurate, maybe it would have been more effective, but Peaker up in the Dragons half. 2 balls on the field, so they're gonna take care of that here for a second. Peak maintain possession here and look to play forward. Dragons win the ball back here, right in front of half. The ball kicks around a little bit. I find an open man here on the width. It's like Merrick Jesenowski has to build something and send a ball in. Blocked and back off a Dragon player out of bounds. He's going to take the goal kick here. Going to play short. See if they can play forward and out, and they do. Happy side tries to turn into pressure instead of releasing, and Dragons are back on the ball and looking to play forward. But pressure Peak has turned them back a little bit here while they regroup. They've now gotten into their width with a couple nice passing sequences. They're going to start to build. Well seen out for the throw there by Jordan Vallette. Peak 11 center back. Back defending here on these. Aiden Mott on the ball here. In from Miggy. Carmelinga. Who fouls. Feng Duong. Falls out of bounds for a Dragons throw. And do they come right back for a peak throw here? Someone Rapids puts it into play. A return pass and got to do it again. We're looking at 90-degree weather here for the rest of the week in Colorado. As things start to heat up this summer, we're at the midway point of the Mountain Premier League. Current standings have the summer division, 97 Stars on 7 points, 2 wins, a draw, and a loss. Timbers, 3 games played, 2 wins and 1 loss, 6 points. Our Dragons, AFC Colorado Dragons here are 1-1-1, 4 points. Peak 11's 1 win, 1 loss. Atletico Union 2 are 2 draws, 2 losses on the year, 2 points. Everybody goes into week 5, into the second half of the season here. Juan Torres plays it back for Shaquille Dyer, who's going to regroup. Finds Coley Freeman into the feet of Jordan Villette. He's going to play back for Caesar. He's going to play forward with Shaq Dyer. See if we can pick out Juan Torres over here on the flank in space. Nobody's stepping out to him yet. Does get it, but it's reluctant to play forward. Big ball across. Let's see if Abby's side can find it. Might be too much for him though. Dragons look to make a substitution. Looks like we have Ty Tran coming in. It's going to go ahead and put some pressure on this peak defense. Ty had a great opening season with Colorado Dragons this spring. Christoph Zimmerman comes off the field. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We've got Marek Jesenowski comes off for Ty Tran. It's like Jack Fechtow's shaking up on the play and then get up and carry on. I go backwards here. Get some a little bit different shape. Shaquille Dyer settles the ball, plays it back through his keeper. Will touch into Jack Fechow, who turns it over right in front of the goal. Terrible place to play out from and lose the ball. And Peak survived. It just seems like Peak are willing to tempt their fate here a little bit with slower balls into feet right in front of their goal instead of just playing through the width and connecting and getting up the field. Miguel turns the wrong way but gets out of trouble on the dribble. Plays in Dante Nangai here on the flank on the left side, cuts in on his right. Starts to get his head up. Connects with Abdi Syed. He moved the ball over. He takes a shot. It's defended by the center back. Miguel Carmelingo wins it back. Willie Freeman here, connecting with his midfielders. Aiden Mott back on the ball. Abby side takes another touch and loses it, but Willie comes in and picks it back up for him. Andrew was out of bounds. They keep finding themselves back on the ball, but can't seem to control and repossess. Abdi side just can't seem to find that connecting pass either. I think this is what Peak need to do, is have Dante Mangai face up over on the left side. It was well defended that time by Chewy. Chewy Lopez. A little bit more space to work here for Dante. Miguel gets in his run, picks it up, tries to find a pass, does pick out Foley Freeman if he can settle. Gets around him. Abdi needs to just try to keep the ball there and connect with his other players, but he hasn't won it. He's been dispossessed 4 times in a row. His teammates can't be happy with that, because now look at this. They play backwards right into trouble, and looks like he just pushed it over the top. Just out does. I mean, it started up on the right flank. Just seemed like a player who's just out of gas. Can't keep the ball. And then Dragons with the quick transition. Jordan Gillette tried to intervene and ended up losing his footing. It's left the Dragons one-on-one with the keeper. Going to be their best chance of the half right there. Pace has slowed down a bit. I think we've dumped, Peaks dumped in again on the right side. It's going to run through to the keeper if it's going to be down the middle. Alan Herrera trying to find some teammates, puts it in the middle of 3 of them. Juan Torres comes away with it. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a Peak throw. And they go backwards with it again here. Abdi does not maintain the ball again here. Just doesn't seem to be interested as Pete get countered again. Shaquille Dyer back to clean up. And they build out nicely. Now Abdi gets on the ball and faces up towards goal. See if he can bring in a teammate. Goes a little bit of an errant pass in between Miguel Carmelinga and his defender. Set it to his feet, and they lose possession again. And he doesn't work back really to get it. Miguel Carmelinga does, though. And there's Abdi getting back on the ball. Maybe Pico try down this left side again. That right side has been trouble for them to build anything from. It's like the front four peak have been pretty fluid interchanging here just to try to find some spaces to sit in. If they could skip a pass, John Rappins is in a lot of space. But they're going to put it back down the left side here. Aiden Mott is going to try to keep it in bounds. He elected to let the ball run, and it ran through for a throw. Looks like the referee's called a stop here for water. Like I said, it's going to be 90 degrees through the rest of the week here in Colorado. Pretty dry climate. We've got an eastern wind coming in here. It's like a breeze, 10 to 15 miles an hour at the most. A little gusty, which I'm sure any breeze is welcome at this point, even if it's a warm breeze. Parts of the field is covered now by shade. The team's elected to sit on this near sideline for the shade this afternoon. Looks like this crew here is getting an assessment done, but hasn't had a lot to intervene with throughout this first half. Peak up 1-0 off a corner kick that came through mostly uncontested to the back post and was Aiden Mott was able to get on the end of and put away. Not a whole lot for the keeper to do as he was tracking from post to post. I think coaches are getting full conversation in here, much like we see at the World Cup with the 4-quarter format. Coaches are able to get a word in, assess the play, maybe even make an adjustment on the fly. Seems the ref wants to get this going again. Well, thanks for joining us today on this stream. Mountain Premier League looks to have a 10-team Eastern Conference filled up for the fall. They'll be kicking off final weeks of August. There is rumor that there will be a Western Conference this year with North and South divisions, but we will see. And there's another rumor that the winner of each conference gets to go play the California champion, like they did last year. And the Cascadia Premier League has thrown their hat in as well. So we'll see how it all pans out as they finalize their affiliations and agreements for the fall season with their league alliances. I'm peeking a ball back here and a throw in the final third here for the defensive third for the Dragons. See how they deal with it this time. Peak may elect to go backwards again off the throw. Doesn't seem like they want to play a ball into the box off these, or maybe they will this time. They do. And it's put up in the air. There's a second ball again for Aiden Mott, and he connects, but it wasn't troubling the keeper there. Pretty much down the middle. Bit of a dribble there. Let's see who playing on that left side, 17 for Dragons. Max Betzel. John Camp. I don't think they can see the ball. John Rappins is struggling picking that out with the sun coming down over the mountains behind us, looking into the west. A little bit iron ball here. Couple tackles went in. He's got a foul. Max Wetzel has a foul here on Shaquille Dyer. He's going to back off the ball. Well, the 50-50 went in, and it wasn't one. And Dyer pursued the second ball and committed the foul. A little bit of a hint to the shirt. And the player went down. Free kick comes in. Dyer clears. Aiden Mott tries to pick it up at a little bit inside his own half. Dragons are going to have a little spell of possession here if they can move it around, switch fields. A tight train back on the ball here. A little 1-2 with his partner. Miguel just needed to release earlier. Dribbles right into the defender. He had a runner. Aiden Mott was giving him support. It's like Peak have some subs they're going to put in here. Irving Del Villar coming into the game, as well as Alan Portillo. Looks like they're going to be 2 attacking subs. Titran tried Shaquille Dyer, and he connects with Shui Lopez again here, able to continue on the ball. Still pressing. Peak do clear. See if Dante Mengai can keep it. Find Abdi. Does. Abdi side dribbles out about just about nope, and gets the throw. Recovered a bit there after Aaron first touch. See if they pull him off the field here with these subs. Looks like they do. He's going to go off on the far side, and Irvin's going to take his place on that side now. Abdi's side comes off, and Miguel Temerlinga come off on the far side as well. Just seems like when the forwards are turning and running at their defenders and being dispossessed, might be what the coach is looking at there. I speculate. And Jack's able to find Dante, who does play in Alan Portillo straight away. His first touch might be on goal. Didn't even see the ball arrive at first, and when he looked down, it was right there on his left foot. It's like I believe that's Jesus Molina was quick to react to come across and clean up in front of his goalkeeper there, preventing a shot. And a goal kick out here to midfield. See if they do win the second ball here. Plays in straight away from Max Wetzel. Runs past it. Looks like John Rappins was able to bring it down, settle, and find feet. And Irving comes in the game, and another giveaway straight away from that right wing position. They're going to have to try to keep the ball a little bit here. Tempo slows down as they get a couple more numbers forward on the left. It seems to be where they've been successful today, is just building on the left side of the field through Dante and Juan. Dante does bulldoze his way in and puts the ball into the near post, but no one was there to meet it. Aiden Mount was just a couple paces off. It's nice when Dante gets in on his left foot, puts his head down and dribbles, leading with his shoulder a bit. It's pretty hard to dispossess and stop him if he gets a head of steam going. Well, Dragons are right in front of goal here. Kai Tran, desperate tackle. Caesar somehow comes up with a save, but I think it's called offsides. I can't tell. Or is it a PK? Just saw one hand go up, and Dragons were throwing themselves at the ball. Got a couple more substitutes coming on. Got Bayern Portillo coming on, as well as Carlos Lamones. Looks like they're going to be flat across the front four. Peak are taking some gambles across the back. You've got balls at waist level bouncing into other forwards or other defenders right in the middle of their back 18. And for their own goal. Dragon's going to throw here. It's like Peak are going to just put some fresh legs in here and run out the half. Ty Tran is just fighting for the ball and really trying to get possession to build. Hasn't come to him a whole lot, so he's been limited in being able to have his effect on the game so far. Most of it is with his back to the goal. Hasn't really been able to look and face up his defender yet. A quick throw here. Bayern Portillo's into the corner looking for a cross. He is able to pick out Carlos Ramones. He's looking for someone to be a shooter. And Portillo has it. He's going to build with Irving. And Carlos is in. And Irvin's in. Oh, and he misses a back heel instead of just settling and shooting. That chance was a good one. Carlos found himself onside and beyond his defenders, timed his run perfectly. The ball arrived, and he's still doing well, keeping it higher up the field. Let's see if someone can just put a decent shot on frame here. And it looks like he was dispossessed and fouled as he pressed. So, a couple really good chances have gone missing for both teams in this first half. A little bit more technical finishing, and we'd have a different scoreline. Another kick throw. I think that was a foul throw, but they're not going to blow it. The game feels quite spread out right now. Using the full width. I do like building on this left side. Got a couple of runners. The ball moves here to Bayern Portillo. They are building. Go back to that right side. It looks like they're going to skip Coley Freeman into Irvin. Coley's going to come for help, but Irvin cannot just release the ball. Another foul throw. Irvin whiffs, tries to win it back, and commits a foul. It's been a lot of really simple errors in and out of possession for both teams. Miscontrol here, errant pass there, and they're transitioning back to defend. So we go again with Christoph Zimmerman. Ends up with an easy giveaway. Portillo tries to turn, tries right into a defender. This is Sam Hallam. Sam releases here from Christoph. No, for Christoph scores. Max Witzel Gets on the ball, releases, and it looks like Peak cleared it potentially into their own net. I didn't quite see the end of it. It counts either way. Maybe the pressure was enough to deflect it in. We were all tied up at 1. A bad giveaway in the back, and then Alan Portillo seemed to turn right into a defender who sprung numbers for Dragons in a 3 to 4 pass sequence that ended with a goal. Oh, let's see who's going to raise the level here a little bit and take control of this game, because it is a coin flip right now. Chances just coming fast and free to both sides. Irvin tries to turn right into a defender, dispossessed again. This seems like a bad habit for peak attackers to turn right into defenders and be dispossessed on their second touch. I don't know if they don't have a way to face up and receive a ball facing their defender, or if they don't have the support underneath to bounce it, but they elect to turn right into defenders consistently and be dispossessed, which has hurt Peak on the counter. That's going to be halftime. We got ourselves a ball game here, all tied up at 1-1. We'll be back after these messages from our partners. DT Sports, thank you.
No, I was like, guys, what's going on? It's like, no, it's not. It's not that. I think it's just because it's just like lose the ball and they have a chance. They did not finish it. Like 1-1 and they're trying to chip it. That's the ball like the keeper. Right? Your guys there, I was like, just freaking turn and right here to the backfield. Like, it is the ball. Yeah. It's frustrating about this. Yeah. But I just yeah. Yes. It's like but yeah, it's just exactly. But maybe it's better, but yeah, Yeah, but that's what we have going on right now. I'll be good. Yeah. Maybe for stuff like okay, the casing like yeah, finish of the summer is summer means I clean up is managed like I think this is I'm saying it's like those ideas. That sounds easier than Yeah, I know. It's been good. It's been good. So I think it's interesting. So it's like it's like 5 days a week, right? It's 10 days. I do. Put together. Oh, yeah, easy. So what I did was is it was my job. This is actually it's very it's legal need to set up. All right. 1 second. You ready?
All right, looks like we're back to get this underway. Shout out to Klinsman Mandavani, out with a swollen knee for 2 weeks from that Region 4 USASA tournament. Can't wait to have you back here watching you for Peak 11. He's tuned in on the stream right now. Peak are ready to go. Dragons are taking the field, and we got a tie game. Let's see what happens. It's been entertaining. If there was a little bit more quality and in the box, this could be a 3-3 game. But unfortunately, it seemed the players with the opportunities just kind of had the wrong idea, and it didn't work out. So let's get this underway with Peak on the kickoff here and straight into Coley Freeman. Peak looked to be starting the same way they started the half. Same personnel on the field. I elect to go all the way back to the keeper. He's going to play short for Shaquille Dyer. Jack Fechtel carries the ball in here, finds feet, and didn't get the return pass, but they did win it back right in front of their goal. Can't release for a shot. See if he can build again with Abdi's side. John Rappins gets it into Coley Freeman's feet on the first time pass. Coley Freeman beats his man, plays in a ball. Let's see if Abdi can. He does cross it, falls to Coley Freeman at the edge of the box. Dante Mangaya gets on it, cuts it inside for Miguel, plays a one-time pass, bounces it back out to Coley Freeman. They're going to regroup and switch fields. Let's see if they can build again. Dragons spelled the pressure here. A little bit of an errant pass, miscontrolled by Aiden Mott, who's been really good on the turn, but he kind of got caught in a half turn there and the ball got away from him. Dragons are countering here. Ty Tran leading it. He's faced up, lays it off again. Caesar Romero makes the first save. Tran back on the ball. He's going to step over once, twice. He's outside the box there and gets stepped through on Dyer. It looks like he did clear it. And it's going to go for a goal kick. Nothing came of it, unfortunately, for Tran. You like to see him on the ball. He's an exciting player. I can't wait to see more of him in the fall. Juan Torres dribbles up the field here, plays into Miggy Camerlinga's feet, does a little dink over the defender there. Shuey recovers and puts it out of play. It's nice to see teams going into end here a little bit just to start the half. The energy was kind of sucked out of the game as they closed the half. So both teams starting on the front foot here, looking to get something done early. Early ball into Juan Torres. Just could not find it. So it runs right past Abdi's side. He could really look to try to get Abdi to get into this game here with any sort of contribution on the right side, whether it's a look at goal or a cross. He just hasn't really been able to get up to the pace of play today. And it hasn't been that quick. It just, nothing's come off for him, unfortunately. Dragons build here, but another errant pass into their bench, and it's another peak throw. Jordan Villette controls the ball and goes backwards under a lot of duress there from, I believe that's Sam Cullum. Sam has been good in the middle for Dragons. It looks like he's got the armband today. Takes up a really good spot in the field and seems to find himself winning the ball back frequently. Little carry there from Juan Torres. It comes over here to the right side. Fully Freeman switches play again here for Aiden Mott. It's a nice ball. It's onto his front foot. He's faced up on the defender. He's going to cut in on his right, and it gets blocked. He regroups, wins it back here in the corner. That's a nice spell from Aiden Mott. A lot of positive play out of him. Received a nice ball from Coley Freeman early, where he's able to face up the defender and look for his shot. And he got his defender to stop start and nearly got a shot off. Dragons defended well as a team. Center back got over and stopped the shot, but it was a good spell there for Aiden. And they've won themselves a corner here. Bringing up the center back, Jordan Villette, for this one. It's like Shaquille Dyer, stay back with John Rappins. And this time, Peak are going to have 5 in the box, maybe 6. Dante gets up for it, falls for Jack Fechtow, who takes it on a half volley, and it's deflected over. Number 5 for the Dragons. Let me get the name right for you. Adam Bordell blocking that shot. Juan Torres takes another. It's a good ball. Flicked on by Dragons. Popped straight up in the air. Tran got fouled, but looks like they're not going to give it to him. He did get pushed in the back. Goes out of bounds. I think he was just trying to hold his space to bring the ball down and control it. Abdi gets a ball in here. No one's there. And it's cleared by Shuey Lopez again. Well, the sun is finally down. Players are probably really appreciating it, and maybe the play is going to improve because of it, because that far sideline earlier in the half was just brutal with the sun glaring. Jordan Villette plays a big ball over the top. Juan Torres isn't even going to go. Just looks like it might have hung up a little bit too much. Too much to ask for him. Juan does give him the thumbs up. And the keeper collects. I haven't seen the keeper's number, but I do believe this is Lee. Early distribution out here to Tran, who tries to bring it down again. This is a good battle with him and John Rappins. And he's going to give it the other way. I don't know. It was a good battle. I don't know what he saw or what he's giving, but it's a peak free kick. Unfortunate for Dragons. It looked like it was a pretty good contest for that 50-50. Peak control and build here right through Jack Facto. Gonna get it out to Juan Torres, who has his head up, surveying. Looks like we're gonna come back to this right side again for Peak. If they can move the ball early, they're gonna dump it in over into the channel for Dante. Dante's gonna settle and plays it off. Moline, I believe it's. Get that one wrong. No, it's Jesus Molina, I believe. Wins a throw. Well done. And already Tytran's been more active on the ball this half. He sprays it out to the other side for Shui. Shui Lopez here takes it. Oh, the ball's back on the field. He was going to take it quick and have a second thought. Dragons possessing. Tytran beats his man to the end line. Puts it across, and Jordan Villette was first to it, defending that near post. That's the Tytran that Peak are going to have to be aware of if they're going to keep this game tied. He will draw two defenders. God, Dragons have 5 in the box here. See the ball in. It's nice. It's just missed. The ball came through for a header, almost dropped to the center back. Just mistimed it. But the ball was quality. The corner was a good corner, good head height, good pace. Had an angle on it that could have been snapped down for a goal. Just mistimed. Unfortunate for Dragons. It looks like the Peak attackers have switched sides again. Abdi elects to keep the ball here. Peak goes to this right side to see if they can build again. And they're dispossessed. Just couldn't quite play it quick enough. Early ball cut out by Jordan Villette. Could have saved another chance there. Peak are gonna pop it around a little bit out to Juan Torres. He's got his head up again here. Let's see what he elects to do. He's gonna play wide. Now he splits the defense. Hayden Mott plays a wall pass. Combines well here with Abdi. They've got something here. See if he can find a runner. And he's got himself another corner kick. Aiden Mott has been productive on the left side to start the half. He's active. He's getting on the ball in good spaces, facing up his defenders and looking to find passes. Abdi's going to go ahead and take this corner. It's a good ball. Oh, almost snapped down by Dante. Just came off it, his head the wrong way. Maybe it didn't get all the way through. Hard to tell from here. Colorado Dragons look to build and an errant pass wide. They were in on a counter. They had some numbers getting up the field, but just could not find feet. Oh. He'd give it right back. Here we go. So he plays it in. It gets dumped back to the keeper, who's going to go ahead and pick it up. Cesar Romero is going to go ahead and play short here with Jordan. John Rappins goes back through the middle with Jack Fectal. who's pressured by, I believe that's Christoph. Dante Mangai is on the ball here. Deng Duong goes in early low and is able to win the ball out for a throw. They're going to believe it's a throw. Mott on the ball now on this side of the field. Plays in an early cross, but no one's there to find it. A little bit of talk between the defenders, and it looks like almost cost them. Fontour's on the ball. Deflected pass off the referee, and we're going to have a drop ball. Gonna try to give this back to Peak, but it's one of those nuanced rules here. Juan's back on the ball. His head up. 3 to 4 touches there from Juan. He's going to go the other way and keep it. Another 3 or 4 touches. His head's up, trying to find someone to build with. Finds the feet of Abdi Syed. He's got some space here. If he wants to dribble, he's going to shoot. And it's volleyed. Collected by the keeper. Maybe the ball was moving. I couldn't tell. We saw the Swiss keeper have one dip in front of him. Oh no, I'm sorry. The Norway keeper have one dip in front of him that he couldn't control yesterday. So why not have a shot? Ball's moving around the back at a pretty good tempo right now, actually. Sometimes it moves slower and teams get a little bit more settled, but as it comes out quickly, Dragons haven't really been able to snuff this one out, and they do here with Coley Freeman. He just didn't feel the pressure on his back. Commits the foul trying to win it back. To give Peak a second to get behind the ball, but looked like it was just a little bit of a tug there. And the arm challenge from Coley Freeman when he was being dispossessed. The ball was moving there for a second. I like the pace of play. It was accurate. Dragons connect here. Got a few passes going off the throw. Looks like that one's going to run. Dragons have put, if I can get this one right. They've got Brandon Jaime Santos playing in the center midfield now with Sam Hollum playing a little bit more advanced up the field, and we've got 16 Caleb Chavez partnered. Ty Tran's moved over to the right side now. No, yeah. See if Caesar can skip. He can't with his left foot. He ends up playing it right to Ty Tran, which is not where you want to play the ball. If he could have gotten any lift on that pass to Abdi, you could see what he's trying to do. It wasn't executed. And he makes a save to his right. I don't think it troubled him too bad, but he did get himself out of trouble there a little bit by playing the pass directly to the attacker on the edge of his box. Dragons have themselves a couple throws here, adding some numbers to this side of the field. I think they wanted to swing the ball. Peak find themselves back on it here. Let's see what they do. If they can play quick enough. That's the ball Caesar tried to play the first time last time. This time it works out for him. Abdi slows it way down here. As Juan Torres comes around him and he releases. Asks for it back. Runs into space. Let's see if he can hold it. This is better from Abdi. He beats his man. Tries to go around two. Plays the ball in. Miscommunication. The ball's still loose. Top of the box. And they clear. Peek back on it here. See if they can find another entry pass. Juan Torres on sides. He's going to take it to the end line. Looks for a pass back. Finds Miguel Carmelinga. Gets the shot off early. Well blocked by Sam. Dragons build here. Titran sees that he can go on his own, and Aiden Mott takes the foul. So he kills the transition. He's going to argue it. He might have gotten a part of the ball, but Titran felt the pressure and elected to take his foul. Gets his team out of trouble up the field. Sam Holland has been everywhere today. As has Aiden Mott. Both having a pretty big effect on the game. I don't know what's being discussed between the referee and peak players, but they're having a laugh. It's good to see Thang Dong back on the field again. He's had a pretty good game so far. This game hangs in the balances. Nobody's really produced enough quality to take another goal. Aiden Mott looks back, repossesses the ball here for Jack Fectau. He's got numbers if he can release. Goes central to Miguel Carmelinga, who struggles to hang on to it. Probably should have elected for something a little bit easier. Miguel tries to win it back, commits a foul. Dragons play early. It's 3-on-3. 3-on-4th. At a attacker. Peak win it back. Like to go back to their keeper. Aiden Mott is in a lot of space if they can skip a pass here. They slow it way down. 5-6 touches around the back. They're going to stretch the field here. It's not going to get past them. But they've got the second ball underneath, and they've got the width. Aiden Mott's dribbling a goal. Plays it early. Comes across and is cleared easily. Well read. It's like Adam Ordell cut that out early. And now Peak are defending deep in their own box. Sam Holland's looking here to create. Lays it off here for, is that Max Fitzel again? Crosses it to Titran. It goes 1v1 with Shaquille Dyer. Out for a corner kick. Seems like Shaquille didn't expect him to get around him that easily on his right foot. But he recovered and made sure he got his foot in on the cross. Dragons have another corner here. The last one fell perfectly for Adam Ordell. Just mistimed his jump and wasn't able to guide it onto the goal. This one sails, defended back post and is easily cleared. Looks like they're going to counter. Miguel Carmelinga giving the run into the channel. Thang Duong's over there early. Boots it into the stands. these counters are on if they can actually find the players and get them on the ball. The passes into the transition just aren't accurate enough for peak. Perhaps the attacker could change his run, come a little bit short first before he dumps into the channel. Carmelinga gets around his man. He's looking for a pass, puts it in the air, overshoots Dante Mangai on the back post. Jack Fechthaus cutting out this transition here. He's tracking back. Peak win the ball back here at midfield. Needs to spray it wide. Here he does for Aiden Mott again. As they recycle over here on the right side. Aiden cuts in on his left. Leaves it for Coley. It's an errant pass. It's a 50-50. Both players go in. Coley misses out. Takes the brunt of the weight of the tackle. Maybe he left his foot open. Might have an injury here. The pass was just in the middle of space. Didn't do his player any favors. Looks like he's going to walk it off. Foley's pleading his case. Maybe they left their feet open on that one. I don't think there was any malicious intent per se, but there was a lot of force in the tackle. It was a 50-50 ball. Sounded like both feet were on the ball. Foley looks to be okay. Aiden takes it inside again. This time he combines to feet. Foley's able to spread it back to the left side. This is good out of Foley. He's responded well from that tackle. Juan Torres beats his man, tries to cross it in. They're scrambling. Abdi wins it. He's dribbling, tries to find a cross, out for a corner. That's a little better from the left side of Peak's attack. Seems like Juan Torres has danced into the end line here a couple times. They take it early. They don't really have their men in the box. Juan goes again and goes down. He just lost the ball. He dribbled too much. Maybe he took a hand to the face as he's defended. Who knows? But both heads were down looking at the ball. Phil finds himself on the ball, facing his own goal. He's able to play out. Game's a bit stretched now. Oh boy. Just an errant pass out of bounds. I got a Colorado Dragons throw in. They go down the line with it. Beats John Rappins, but the second ball can't be collected by Sam Holland. He'd go backwards and spread it out here. I don't think they needed to, but they're getting their shape. Ultimately, it would be nice to see Dante get on the ball a little bit more here, closer to goal. He's having to come way back to collect. Here's Aiden Mott. He's faced up. He's got a lot in front of him. Can he release? Who's going to give him a good run? There's another 50-50. Juan's onto it. He thought about shooting. Didn't really have the opening. You want to see, that's where you want to see Dante pick up the ball, is in that space where he can collect and dribble, but looks like it's Abdi or Aiden there instead right now, because Dante's electing to run through and stretch. Oh, there's Abdi on the ball. Can't keep it. This is going to be another tackle. Both players leave their foot in. It's a good battle. Tran resolves, and he wins the throw. That's what you want to see out of that throw. Spread the field back to this side. It's like he's got Max, Witzel, plays Brandon Santos in. Santos finds Sam Hollum. Hollum, maybe the energy's dropped off a little bit here. We're getting into the later half of the second half here. Miguel Carmelinga had some numbers around him, but elected to shoot. I think that might have just been the first time he really was able to settle the ball onto a shooting foot and have a look. So he said, why not? Like Peak are going to go ahead and press here. They do get the ball back inside the half. Got to see who wants to go back to work on the ball. There's their man, Aiden Mott's back on it. Lays it off for Foley Freeman. Gives a nice little dink into Dante. Dante's in no man's land. They've got to find a way to get him on the ball. It's inside the goalie, and they just can't pick him out. I don't know. They've really got to find a way to get Dante on the ball. Dragons win the ball back in midfield. Tran on the ball again. He's dispossessed by Shaquille Dyer. That's a great battle over there. Both players with plenty of experience in their domestic leagues. It's like Shaquille Dyer will be returning back to Mount Pleasant this week. Kingston. As they end their off season and Miguel's offsides. Miguel will stretch the field. He will continue to run off the back shoulder for the center backs, and he will stretch the field. You'd like to see it into the channels and a little bit more diagonal instead of being direct. And the passes aren't doing him any favors. They're not into the channel. So here we go for a water break. Score still tied 1-1 as we enter the fourth quarter of play here. Coaches are going to have a word. Perhaps they're going to get some water. We'll take this time to thank some of our sponsors here at Mountain Premier League. Quick Play has been offering us a lot of equipment for our teams and discounts. Got Salt Athletic covering all of our boots, our boot bags. Got MPL sponsors and partners. Noon Hydration. Got Dude Wipes. Keeping our guys clean. Got Select Sports America with their discount for our balls. Flight athletic socks. You got to get your grippy socks through Flight. All right, we've resumed play here. Dragons play out of their back here. Dragons throw. Referee's gonna make him move back about 10 yards. Ball was played out. Big ball in the air. Got a peak throw. Field Dyer skips the ball out here to Hayden Mott. He's forced back. His heads up. It's going to go cross field again to Abdi Syed. Controls the ball nicely. Plays in Juan Torres. They're going to recycle it here with Jack Fechtow into Chloe Freeman. Doesn't really have space to turn. Plays a first time ball into Miguel Carmelinga. Recovered by Dante Mangai. He cycle it across their back line again here. Got Coley Freeman with some space. His heads up. He's going to play Dante Mangai here. Goes to the end line. He's going to cross. That's a nice ball in. Miguel Carmelinga snatches onto it, puts it over the bar. Well, there you have it. The right wing gets around his man. It's able to find a nice little cross in. The ball sits up nicely for both players in the box. Dragons are building here. They're going to be in their final third, cutting inside on his right foot, laying it off for a runner. Just a bit too much, rolls through to the keeper. Big outlet here to Juan Torres. Has his head up, trying to go back across field. And is dispossessed. Juan's a little frustrated there. Don't think he meant to take such a big touch. Got Tytran one-on-one with Shaquille Dyer. Shaquille Dyer gets some help from Jordan Villette. Juan's back on the ball here. He sprays it out wide for Dante. Dante takes a touch forward. He's got a runner, and Aiden lays it off. Aiden to the end line. Turns another corner. Peak have 4 in the box for this corner. Gonna add another one here. It's about 5 trail with the trailer. The ball just wasn't close enough to a Peak head to really make a play on it. We've got Dragons on the counter. It's a 2v2. Abdi comes back and helps. He's got to get rid of it though. Referee played advantage. Abdi works himself back. Cuts out the transition. Referee doesn't come back to the advantage where it was maybe contested. Got a slow throwing over here on the near side. All back out here from Dante. Dante miscontrols it out of bounds. It's unlucky for Dante. He's trying to get on the ball, be positive. Got a substitution for Dragons here. Looks like we've got Andrew Richardson checking in down the left side. End of the day for Jesus Molina. Looks like Brandon winning the ball back and controlling it, but can't really find a pass. Ty Tran was coming across, expecting the ball in front of him, or maybe even to play feet in that space, but it's like Brandon was thinking about something else. Just didn't come off for him. He's got a foul throw, I believe. Offsides. Big ball in the air here. One by Shaquille Dyer, knotted down. Juan Torres is on the ball again. He's got his head up. He's looking around. Elects to go short to Miguel Carmelinga here. Does control the ball. Bounces it for Jack Fectau, who's going to spray it wide to Willie Freeman, who's going to dribble. He's going to take his space here. They've got numbers and width. Dante Mangai is going to cut in. Wins the first one. Pulley's there to help recover. He's going to serve the ball in, and it's errant. Sails over the end line. Don't think that's what he's going for. I think he's trying to give it more of a driven, curling ball, but it didn't bite for him. Sam Holland kind of had a misstep. He's able to win him his team a free kick here and move the ball up the field a little bit, get some out of pressure. Big ball, big crossfield ball to Ty Tran. Is going to take it down on his touch. He's going to goal. He beats Shaquille Dyer. Goal kick. I don't know if there's anything in that. Referee didn't see it. Tran seemed to want to control that ball, and maybe his touch got away from him to the end line. I think Shaquille Dyer just had to stand his ground. Here we are the other way. Looks like Miguel Carmelingo stretched the field again for Peak and won himself a free kick here in a dangerous area for Colorado Dragons. Looks like Juan Torres is going to stand over this, and Foley Freeman's going to come and stand over it and insert it. Abdi's going to call him off. Looks like they're going to retreat, let Abdi put a ball in the box for a head or put it on frame. Seems to be one of Abdi's bright spots in previous games this season where he's put it on frame and scored from similar areas. And he does, he elects to go under the wall and gets a second chance at it and skies it. Perhaps another idea on that one from that angle. The referee's got to intervene here. Looks like Peak was trying to go quickly. The ball never stopped rolling, so they've got the ball settled now. They can start. Fectau's working out here on the left side with Abdi's side. Side's looking to cut in. Finds feet. Miguel Carmelinga shoots. Saved at the near post by Lee. I think it was on frame. It had to be saved. Touched it wide. Got down early. Had it covered. Little snapshot turn. Half turn out of Carmelinga. Pretty effective. Aiden Mott going to the end line. Gets a cross in. Wasn't really able to get anything on that. Dragons try to go on the counter here with Ty Tran. John Rappins and Shaquille Dyer have it covered. Back to the keeper. Cesar Romero outlets into Fectau. Gets fouled. They're going to play on. Abdi Sayed dribbling at his defender. He's got him faced up this time. He's going to go inline. He's going to pull it back and find a pass. Find a teammate. Peak's going to recycle. Foley Freeman finds Aiden Mott again out here on the right. He's going to cut in. Finds a pass. Coley Freeman's going to look to shoot. Nope. He's going to combine now. Oh, now he hits it. Juan Torres back on the ball. He's got to find a pass. Jordan Villette. They're going to recycle here. Back out wide for Jack Fectau. Into Dante Mangai. This is where you want him. He pulls it back. Took a bad touch. Abdi Syed. Peaker having a good spell here. Abdi tried to beat his man. Just got away from him. Sam Holloman holds up the play. Out to Ty Tran here wide on the counter. He's going to dribble it. John Rappins. Got Max Fitzel on it. Max Witzel denied there by Carmelinga's back press. Trying to find another pass. The pace of the game has just picked up a little bit here. A little bit of energy for both sides. Good spells on the ball. Both looking to build. Ty Tran comes back and gets it. Turns on the half turn. Draws two defenders here. Elects to go back to his midfield. Max Betzel. This is Caleb Chavez in the game, tries to take a shot. Couldn't get it off. That's the final whistle, folks. There's a little press at the end. Seems like both teams were pressing for the point, and this thing ends 1-1. Point on the road for Colorado Dragons will bring them a little bit closer to catching Timbers on 4 games here. They'll be at 5 points. Peak 11 are now on 4 points in 3 games. Looks like the next game scheduled for the Mountain Premier League will be Tuesday night at Devlin High School between Timbers and Athletico Union. Don't believe we'll get a stream on that game, as Timbers look to go top and Athletico looks to pick up their first win of the season and jump up to, they could catch Dragons in 3rd place with a win. It's a big 3 points. Up for grabs Tuesday. Then again on Thursday, we've got Colorado Dragons hosting, let's see, is it Peak again? Dragons versus Peak on Thursday. Right now, I think it's slotted for Cornerstone Park on the website, but location may change. That one kicks off at 7:30. That will be on DT Sports. And this Sunday, we've got Atletico and Dragons. Sunday, 4 p.m. Valley High School. That location may be moved to Cornerstone Park. Sunday, we've got 97 Stars hosting or playing at Peak 11 at Pinnacle right back here. That one kicks off at 7 p.m. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you Thursday night.